All right, here we are in the greenhouse. Been a beautiful couple of days. Got a lot of work in here. Plants are, I would give them a C. Not super happy with growth or not rooting in real well, unfortunately. Not sure what the exact cause is. I have a suspicion that me doing a double application, well, I did basically granular, oh Lord, what's it called? Hot mustard. Okay, granular mustard. I put that down, tilled it in, put a plastic over it for well over 2 weeks. Let that, kill a bunch of good stuff, or the bad stuff and the good stuff, unfortunately, off. And then I did a big dose of Xeritol over the entire patch, and again, nuked the soil. Okay, I have been coming back and putting in the micros, and today that's what I'm doing as well, giving it another go around. And I got the drip tape installed. This eventually, the entire thing, you see my main line there, my main header line across the entire greenhouse will be drip tape. Now, again, that's gonna be a problem eventually with the weeds and so forth, but I'm doing a big no-no. Some of you are gonna agree with this. I'm spraying it with Roundup ahead of the plant. So right now you're gonna see the things popping up here. I'll come on a nice calm day, close the sides in this thing, just Roundup, nothing else, and I will spray everything, okay? And then do not disturb it. Spray it again when it comes back again later. And I know I want you guys to do that with a lot of success, and it does not. Once Roundup hits the soil, it becomes inert. It cannot be, well, maybe a large dose if you just sprayed on the leaves of a plant and then it goes down, could be absorbed through the roots, but just spraying it like that, letting it hit the dirt, it becomes inert. It will not be taken up by the plants. So you should be absolutely fine. But here's the plants themselves. Like I said, I'm having a problem with secondary roots. They're just not coming along, or they are coming along, they're coming out, going about that far down and turning brown, the tips of them are. So that's why these aren't as green and as healthy looking as my plants at the other patch. The outdoor plants actually look better than the indoor ones for whatever reason. So my greenhouse guys helped me out with that. Drip tape, absolutely love it. If anybody's familiar with it, I mean, you can just see right here, nice constant flow. I'm gonna get this all wet. And that might just mean more water in here, honestly. So we're going to do that. We're going to put about 400 gallons down on just this, get it super saturated. And this isn't just water. Let me show you what I've done. I'm going to walk out here real quick. Here's the rest of the drip tape. I already got it all cut. I'm going to put that in as the plant grows. I actually might do the whole thing here pretty soon. But if anybody's familiar with this product, I got on Rocky Mountain BioAg, seen some good stuff from them. I bought all 4 of these products for less than $100. So there you go, soil plant inoculant, and you can see it's got all the strains you need, okay? Directions on how to use, doing a good dose of that, so that was full. Same thing here, liquid Micromania, good stuff here. It is the same thing as this, what I understand. It's just the dry version, which I will also till in front of the plant, really till in front of the plant, but incorporate in front of the plant. And here's the liquid version as well. Actually, this will go down in the outside garden. This will go the inside here because the drip tape. And then come back with the Flora right here. And this is some good stuff as well. It is basically a food for your bios. Okay, and you put that down after you apply the Micromania. And I got all 3 of these, multiple applications for under $100. All 4 of these for under $100. So right at 100 with shipping, I think, from Rocky Mountain BioAg. Never tried it before, so I'm gonna try it. And I've just been overdoing it with the micros for sure. I think that's what I'm lacking, honestly. Mix it in. There it is, all mixed in. I will run all this out. And actually what I might do is run about half it out to the drip tape. And when I got inside here, see, I have a water hose that I can run it through, but also I can direct my flow. Here's my main line coming from here. It comes into the greenhouse. It goes through a 300, or I think actually I'm 600 micron filter. So everything goes through this filter first. It's kind of leaking right now. I got to fix that. But then it gives an option. I can turn it to going to the drip tape, which it is right now. I can shut that off, and then I can just water with the hose anytime I want as well. So pretty good, decent setup right there. And what I'm going to do is actually just take this double splitter off and put a 3-way splitter. And then I'm going to have my trash can here for my compost teas. So we're going to rock and roll with that. So I can do 3 different ways from that bucket into here, through the drip tape or overhead. And eventually I'll have a head line going up and over, and I can water the entire greenhouse and get it some water. So that is the thing. That probably won't happen until maybe not even this year, but we'll see what happens with it. Who knows? I gotta get electricity, permanent electricity in here first. So, but there's the plants. Not super excited about them up to this point. Of course, I'm not going to have 4 plants in here. I haven't decided yet. They're really not putting off side vines yet. I want to see how that goes. And they have room still, so we'll just see. They're right around, what are we now, 5 to 6 feet almost. These two look better than those two. I do have some issues, however. Let's get out of here and go over a few. Sorry if you're getting dizzy with that, zoomed in too close. Here's the 2560. Okay, and it is doing this crap right here. I hate that. Okay, just can't stand it. You know it's going to cause problems later. Some guys don't have problems, but you know it's going to. But 3 out of the 4 is doing that. This one's doing it, the Stelz is doing it, and the Baron's doing it. Now, not as bad as this one, but it's still doing it right here. So, show you this. This one's not as bad, but it's still doing it. Okay, I think it's right there. Yeah, you can see it down there, the bottom side. And then this one here starting to do it a little bit, but these plants here look better than these. Both these are lagging a little bit behind. Here is our 2144 Baron. It is the weakest out of all 4. Did not have that issue last year at all with the Baron. And then here is the 17, I forget the numbers on this one, 1727 Jacobus. And that's looking like a decent plant right now. So who knows? I really would be happy with either one. I'd be happy with any of them, but I want the Baron and I want the Ginger 2560. We'll see what happens though. The best plant so far in here is that Stelz plant though. So side vine growth is coming out pretty nice. You can see in there. And hey, we'll see what happens. But we're getting it all watered in, and we'll go from there. This is going to be an interesting year. Who knows? I got a feeling like when it gets hot, it's actually been very cool here in Kentucky. This greenhouse is going to throw me for a loop. So, but still not finished. Kind of stopped working on it a little bit, working on the plants themselves. But we're going to have a lot more fans when we're done. Hopefully, electricity running through the whole thing, and go from there. All right. If you guys see anything that's just totally wrong, greenhouse growers, let me know. And we'll go from there. So, all right, guys, appreciate it. Have a good one. Southern Pump Grower out.